Hello boys and girls, this lesson is multiplying decimals by multiples of 10. Let's look at the example 4/10 times 70. To understand how we calculate this, we must understand our number system and our multiplication facts. Our number system is called the decimal number system. It's based on the number 10. Deci means 10, therefore it's the deci number system. Every time we count 10 of something, we create a new column. Let me show you with an example. Here's our number system. So imagine we're looking at the example 7 times 10. So here's 7 in the ones column to begin with. When I multiply it, I get 70. Notice that the 7 tens moves into the tens column. Well, the same applies when we're dealing with decimals. So here we have 0.7 times 10. 7 is in the tenths column, that's the first number, and when I multiply it by 10, it becomes 7.0. The same principle applies. Every time I multiply by 10, I move one column bigger. When I multiply by 100, I move 2 columns bigger, and so on. So here's the example. 0.7, 7 in the tenths column. What are we doing with it? We're multiplying by 100, and it's going to move 2 columns bigger. Okay, so if we look carefully, 1, 2, and the 7 is in the tens column. So 7/10 times 100 is 70. Now, it really doesn't matter whether we're multiplying by 10, 100, or 1,000. The principle is the same. A quick way of thinking about it is to count the zeros. So here we have the problem 1,000 times 7/10. Notice with the 1,000, it has 3 zeros, 1, 2, 3. That tells me how many columns it's going to jump. So we start with 7/10, and we're going to multiply it by 1,000, and it moves 3 columns. The zeros tell me that. 1, 2, 3. So my answer is 700. Well, boys and girls, that's the end of this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.